Food for thought. What if life was guiding you on the right path? What if this entire time you've been living, you have been doing everything right? I think the best way to know that you're on the right path is through taking the small moments and just looking for not even drastic signs, but just signs that come front and come up in your life. That's what I'm trying to say. That come up in your life, that you are on the right path. They might not be loud. They will be very subtle. But the thing is, it's so important not to look for signs purposefully, because this is kind of off track, but I've heard the saying of, if you're looking for a red car, you're going to find a red car. So do not look for signs. Even though signs are very important, just be cautious of not trying to look for signs. Just an FYI, or a PSA. But I do think signs are very, very powerful. They tell you so many things that you might not realize, or that you might not even think of. The other day I was riding with a friend, and they drive a very specific colored vehicle with a very specific design with it. And we were driving, and we see literally the exact vehicle with the same details on it. And I turned to them and I was like, this must be a sign that we're at the right place at the right time. As a cliche. But I genuinely believe small things like that signify that we are where we're supposed to be. Literally this summer, I was doing an internship at college for 10 weeks. And I was really getting to know and understand. There's a book, I think it's by Deepak Chopra, and it's the 5 things of understanding the universe, of law of intention, karma, giving and receiving. There's 2 others, but I started to understand that. And then when I was working, I could listen to things, and I would listen to how to be more open, how to listen to things, how to be socially and emotionally and mentally aware of how you give off energy. You might not be highly into energy. I'm very high into energy, and I definitely believe that we give off the energy that we receive, or we receive the energy that we give off. And I was just starting to learn that, and how the universe works, and how I personally believe how God has created the universe and how he has made it. And I think just learning about that really opened myself up. And I don't really know about manifestation. I don't know. I think there's ways that your actions do it, that you mentally prepare yourself to do it. I think that's a very for certain thing that I believe in. But the craziest thing is that there's a little cafe that's really nearby that I would go do my work at. And the entire summer I wanted an acai bowl, but I'm nah, it's fine. I don't have the money to spend on an acai bowl. And literally probably about that entire summer, that's what I wanted. And then I started learning about all that stuff, and then I started acting upon being open and all these things, and trying to listen and be emotionally mature with the situations I was dealing with. And it was, I don't even remember how soon it was before I was done and able to go back home. And the lady came around to people and was hi, do you want an acai bowl? And I really wanted to be yes, please, yes. But I was if I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it. And then she walked up to me and was hey, do you want an acai bowl? I was yeah, thank you so much. signs. Your signs might be more drastic than mine were, or they might be not as big as mine were. But signs are so apparent. Signs are here to tell you that you are on the right path. Literally today, I don't know, for some reason, oh my gosh, I literally finished my physics test, and I got back here, was on the phone with my dad, and I was like, maybe things are falling into place. Because it's just come into the sense of me of maybe this is where I'm supposed to be. Because this entire time I've been just wanting to leave. I've just been wanting to change, and I've just not been wanting this right now because I just don't think I've been satisfied. But all of a sudden today, after my physics test, I'm like, it's okay. Whatever happens with that test, I'm gonna get my degree. Whatever happens on Wednesday with my test, I'm gonna get my degree. Because I was able to get another internship this summer, and I'm like, maybe things are gonna be okay. That no matter what right now I'm dealing with, things will all work out. Because all my past work has paid off to this very moment. And it's wild to think about that. It's absolutely wild to think that you are here, you and I are here in this moment, whatever you're doing, whatever stage of life you're in, we are both sharing this moment with one another. This was the summer of my senior year in high school, or before my college, or the summer of before my freshman year of college. And I worked with this person. I think their pronouns were they and them, so I respected that. And they were they lived in a Spanish-speaking country a year after graduating high school, and they're relatively a lot of years older than I was. And they pointed out the fact and made me think and realize that the time that they had abroad, it didn't matter. From the perspective of, we are at the same place with different life experiences, but we're still sharing the same moment, And that maybe we are here for a reason. And maybe we are in the right place at the right time. Because memories and commonalities are things that we can share with one another. And sometimes we aren't perfectly, just our paths might not have crossed if one thing didn't happen. It's kind of like the butterfly effect. Just think. There have been probably thousands of butterfly effects in your life, and you do not realize it, because I do not realize it. I can't even imagine if I would have picked a different school, or I would have picked a different degree, or even if I would have picked to participate in a sport or not, or to be involved in a certain club, or there's so many things that I could have done differently that would have made my life so much different. I would not have met a very cool friend of mine that she is. She is so cool. I think she is so cool doing her thing, because she went back to school, she was involved in a sport, and she literally made it to a national level at that sport after taking a few years off. And she's still going back to school for a graduate degree. So cool. But it's if I would have never even, there's so many things that could have changed that you might not even be friends with. And a little bit of me is and you doubt that you are not at the right place at the right time. Because you are. all these people you have met, all these experiences that you've had, have made you and helped you become the person you are today, standing in this moment and sharing it with me. We are sharing a moment that no one else can share at the same time. Because in your life right now, you might be at the best peak of your life, or you might be at your lowest, or you might just be on the journey of life. There is not a wrong spot, I want to say both, part of your life that you are in. Because wherever you go next, whatever you take from this moment now is fine. You will be fine. I'm literally just learning this simultaneously. That even though there's literally a tornado going on, not actually, that's just how I feel. My world is still revolving. I am okay. I am doing fine. And we are doing fine. Because you and I are here, in this place, in the right time. And sometimes all we need are just little signs. And I didn't even mean to rhyme. Again. But yeah. You're gonna do fine. I promise. Food for thought.